Today, I'm gonna be fishing for giant swamp monsters. That's right, we're gonna be fishing for different types of giant swamp monsters so that we can see if we can keep some of them as pets. And that's why I have this mystery swamp monster list, packed with some of the coolest, most crazy swamp monsters that live in my local area. Like rare toothy river monsters, swamp predators that could literally take fingers off, and creatures that are so massive that they can literally kill you, Raw fam. So we better be careful. And once we catch all 6 or 7 mystery swamp monsters that are on our list, we'll unlock a $5,000 swamp monster fishing trip to catch one of the biggest swamp monsters in the entire world. And the swamp monster fishing trip leaves in 24 hours with or without us. So we better get fishing. So let's look at the map and see which swamp monster we're gonna target and fish for. This actually looks like a garfish. And guys, garfish get like 6 or 7 foot long in the wild. And that is exactly why I think that we should go after this swamp monster first. All right guys, we just got over to the fishing spot, and like you guys know, we're gonna be going after garfish right here. If you guys notice, this is just an empty hook, Raw fam. We don't have any bait. And that's what this nasty looking cast net's for. It's actually for throwing it inside of the canals and catching out all the little minnows that live here. So I have some bread right here, and we're just gonna throw it right there inside of the water, and all the fish should go right to it and start eating it. All right guys, and now it's time to throw the cast net. Oh yeah. Money shot, dude. Money shot.
Oh yeah, come on. Oh, get it up here, dude. Let's go.
Ooh.
Dude, there's a bunch.
Guys, this is a giant wild molly right there, guys. And we are actually gonna put this guy on the hook so that we can go after the giant mystery fish that is on our fish list. You guys notice there's a bunch of fish right here, and we could use all of them for bait throughout the rest of the video. And now guys, we're just gonna walk up and down this little bank and see if we can see a big old garfish to actually see if we can bring it back and keep it as a pet. Oh, look, there's one right there, dude.
Is there?
One right there. It's a big one too. Oh, 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 he ate it. He ate it. He ate it, dude. Let's go. Zoom out. I'm gonna have to set the hook. Ready?
Oh, let's go.
Come on, dude. Let's go. Get in here. Woo! Let's go. Look at that. Dude, this is a giant garfish. But guys, what's crazy about them is their teeth. Oh my gosh, dude. Do you see that? If that thing got a hold of your hand, you'd literally lose a finger. Dude, that's nuts. But Rawwfishing, look at that. I think that this garfish is on our mystery fish list, so let's put this guy in the cooler so we can bring it back to the Rawwfishing. Oh my gosh.
Be careful, bro.
Dude, he wants to take that finger off. All right, guys, and now it's time to find out whether or not this giant gar was on our mystery fish list. Here we go. Hopefully he doesn't bite me again. 3, 2, oh. Oh! But guys, was that gar on our mystery swamp monster fish list?
Yes, Franklin, that gar was on your mystery fish list.
Let's go, Raw fam. But I think we all saw this like little cichlid looking thing in here as well. All right, let me put this thing in there too.
Ooh, sorry, that was not on the mystery fish list.
And because these little cichlids are not on our mystery fish list, Raw fam, I think we should actually feed these things to a couple swamp monsters that actually live at the Raw fam, or just monsters in general. Trust me, they're gonna love them. Come on. Come on, big monsters. Come on. Oh my gosh. Dude, they will just come out of nowhere. Come right here. Come right here, dude. Ready? Oh my gosh, big red tail. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude! We have some monsters brewing over here at the Raw fam. But Raw fam, as you guys know, today we're going after swamp monsters. And that's why I think we should go and see what fish is next on our mystery swamp monster fish list. And guys, now that I'm looking, there's actually quite a bit small fish on this little fish list. So I say we actually put out a fish trap to see if we could maybe double dip and catch a couple fish at once. So I'll see you guys back at the fishing spot where we just caught like 100 fish. And guys, this right here is a fish trap, and that's the way that we're gonna target a bunch of small mini swamp monsters. And now all you have to do to catch fish is just take a little piece of bread just like this, stick it inside of the fish trap, and then just break it up a little bit. All right, here you go. Awesome, that is perfect. Look at that. And now while we wait for this fish trap to hopefully catch some more little epic swamp monsters, well fam, we're gonna get out of here and see if we can go target the next fish on our swamp monster fish list. And guys, as you guys can see, I have a little artificial bait, and we're gonna be throwing it right here to see if we could actually catch something that's on our mystery fish list. So we're gonna cast it out there like that and wish me luck. Oh, I'm on. Dude, it's right there. What is it?
You got it?
Oh, it's a little bass.
Let's
It's a little
go.
bass. Dude, this is literally perfect.
Oh my gosh. Dude, look at this little guy.
We are out here in the middle of the Everglades. And guys, largemouth bass are known for being in the swamp. This has to be on our swamp monster fish list. All right, guys, and now that we're back, we're gonna see if we can grab this largemouth bass right here. All right, here we go, putting them in. All right, guys, now was that bass on our fish list?
Yep, that largemouth bass was on the fish list.
Alrighty, let's go, Raw fam. And guys, just between us, that is not the only largemouth bass that we have in the cooler. We also have this little guy, and I brought this guy back just to feed to Jaws. So let's do that. Come on, Jaws, come on. Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh my gosh, dude. Jaws is crazy. And that is almost as crazy as the next monster that we have to go after on our swamp monster fish list. So Raw fam, I say first we go all the way over to that fish trap and check inside to see if we caught anything that we could maybe knock off our fish list. But more importantly, maybe we get some live bait in it to catch something else. So see you guys at the fish trap. All right, guys, and now we're over here and we're gonna be checking this fish trap right here to see if we can maybe knock off some stuff off our little swamp monster fish list. All right.
Think there's anything in there?
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I see something right there. Oh my gosh.
Dude, there's so many fish.
Oh my gosh, dude. There's giant mollies. Oh my goodness, dude. They're everywhere. This is the biggest molly I've ever seen. It's pregnant, Raw fam. Dude, these are perfect. Oh, wait, look. Dude, look at this. There's a giant cichlid right there, dude.
What, dude?
This looks like a cichlid right there. So you know what? We did maybe catch something that actually would knock off on our fish list. So hold on, I'm gonna put this in there. And now the rest of this looks mostly like mollies here. And that's good because we can use a lot of this as bait to maybe catch another swamp monster on our list. All right, guys, and now we're over here at the next spot. And we're gonna see if we can knock off a couple more fish on our mystery swamp monster fish list. But guys, in order to do that, we're actually gonna have to go inside of this cooler right here and get out some live bait. Look at that, guys. Oh yeah. Oh, look, there's our cichlid right there. We still have to see if that one's on our fish list. But guys, for now, we're gonna see if we could use some of our live bait that we just caught. We're gonna cast it right underneath the dock. So after throwing out our new live bait, it wouldn't take long to catch our first fish. There we go. We're on. We're on. Just like that, guys. Oh, it's a big one. It's a monster. Dude, that is a monster peacock, dude. Guys, I gotta come over here to land this thing. Oh my goodness, guys. Now, guys, we are in the swamp right here, and this is a certified swamp monster. But Raw fam, is this massive peacock even on our swamp monster fish list? Now that I'm looking at it, because we already knocked off the largemouth bass, I have a feeling that this guy isn't on our monster fish list. So we're gonna release him and keep on fishing. All right.
Dude, that thing was massive.
Dude, that was a monster. But Raw fam, we have a goal here and we need to stick to it. So let's keep on fishing. And after we kept fishing with our live bait, we caught a bunch of different fish. Some that weren't even on our fish list. And some that were already caught. Until we actually hooked this. Whatever it is, oh my God, whatever this thing is huge. Oh my gosh, it's my personal best peacock. Oh my gosh.
Oh, let's go.
We just caught my personal best peacock, and I personally want to put this in my pond. So we're gonna bring this back to the Raw fam, keep him as a pet, and then we're gonna get right back to our fish list. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. And you know what, Raw fam? We're struggling out here trying to get this Oscar. So you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna bring that massive peacock back. And guys, because we're gonna keep it as a pond pet, we're gonna see if maybe we could trade it in for the Oscar. So see you guys back at the Raw fam. All right, Tina, look at this. Oh my gosh, that is a massive peacock. And because we caught this in a swamp, I thought that maybe we could trade this in for an Oscar, as long as we keep it as a pet.
That is the biggest peacock I have ever seen.
So can we keep it as a pet and trade it in?
We could trade that in. That's fair.
All right, Raw fam. So we put our new massive peacock into the Jaws pond so that it could become even more of a pond monster. And that means we can move on to the next swamp monster. And that monster would be, hopefully, this cichlid right here that we caught in the fish trap. So see you guys at the prime pond. So look, guys, he's right here, and we're putting this guy right inside of the prime pond. Let's go.
Yep, that African cichlid was on the fish list.
All right, guys, let's go. And now I'm looking at this list, and we only have 3 more fish that we're going after. And guys, if I'll be completely honest, if you look right here, this one has a tail. And guys, that looks like a turtle. And guys, I have a lot of spots in this area, so if we're looking for giant swamp monster turtles, I know exactly where to go. So see you guys over at the spot. And guys, right whenever we found this pond, there was a bunch of different turtles and stuff living in here. And that is why we have this massive cage right here. And for bait, believe it or not, it's actually some bread. All we're gonna do is just throw this bread right inside the trap, just like that. And then we're gonna close it up right here. And this hole I made just this size so that a turtle can go in. And then, boom, we gotta grab him. All right, guys, here we go. 3, 2, perfect.
Nice.
And hopefully a massive turtle is in there. We can check it off our list when we catch it. But Raw fam, the timer is ticking down, and that swamp monster fishing trip is actually coming upon us. We need to hurry up and actually catch a giant bluegill and hopefully knock it off our list. So let's go over to a giant bluegill fishing spot. And as you can see, if you look all right here, we've been throwing some bread inside of the water. And guys, look, all the fish are right there. They just ate up all the bread. They're gonna grab our little net right here. We're gonna throw it. All right, perfect. We don't want to catch too many, so we're just gonna pull it tight. Oh my gosh, look at this, dude. Come here. Oh yeah. Look at that, dude.
Oh my goodness.
That is called the mother load of bluegills right there.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, there's so many.
All right, we don't need that many, so we're gonna throw some back, but guys, we definitely caught a bluegill. So of course, let's throw these little bluegills in the cooler, and then we're gonna head all the way back over to that trap to see if we caught a big old snapping turtle. So, see you there. All right, guys, and we just got over to the fish trap, and as you guys can see, there's a bunch of bubbles coming from the trap. And guys, I think that there's something in the trap trying to grab the mud underneath it, and it's making a bunch of bubbles. So I'm actually gonna walk here and we're gonna see if we caught anything. Look, dude, there's like a black cloud next to it, dude. I'm telling you guys, I think there's something in there. Anything? Look, there's bread right there.
Dude, it's covered in mud.
Dude, look at all the mud, dude. Ugh. Anything? Oh yeah! Dude, look at that.
Wait, what?
Dude, look at that! Let's go!
Oh my.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about, dude. Guys, there is massive turtles inside this pond, and he walked right into our traps. Cut this up right there. Perfect. Oh yeah, come on, buddy. That is a good sized turtle. Woo! Look at that. That is a mean looking turtle, dude. Hey guys, people come to this pond and they actually throw pellets and then they throw bread in here. And look at this. He wants to take a piece of me. And I'll be completely honest, Raw fam, that does look like the turtle that we are after. So let's throw this inside of the cooler. We're gonna bring it back to the Raw fam. And because this turtle could actually eat fish, I don't want to put him in the prime pond, but I do have another idea for him. I'm actually gonna put this turtle right here in my ground pond. So was this turtle on our fish list?
Yep, that was right here. It's a common snapping turtle.
All right, let's go, Raw fam. And now we can throw this common snapping turtle, because he might go for the camera, inside of this pond. Oh, come on, buddy. Go in there. Woo! Nice, Raw fam. Look at that. This guy's gonna love life, start crawling around there, have a lot of fun. Because Raw fam, I do have these little turtle setups behind me, but guys, we cannot put them in there. Guys, Godzilla would have a fit and probably attack that guy. Oh, Godzilla, you okay? Oh my gosh, look at Godzilla. He's so much bigger than that other one. But guys, that guy is now inside that pond, and he's gonna grow massive as well. But guys, for now, we gotta see, was those bluegills on our mystery swamp monster fish list? Hey guys, this right here looks to be a bluegill. Let's put it in the prime pond like that. Whoop. And guys, was that actually a bluegill on our swamp monster fish list?
Yep, that was a bluegill, and now you have one more fish left.
Let's go, Raw fam. Guys, we have completed most of this fish list. And guys, our timer, I'm not gonna lie, is starting to click down. And guys, soon that fishing trip is actually gonna leave. So we need to make sure that we go off and catch this like catfish looking thing right here. All right, guys, and now we just got over to the fishing spot. As you can see, if you guys look down here, there is a bunch of rocks all right here. And guys, inside of those rocks, there is big giant tunnels. And inside of those tunnels are some giant catfish, or I should say swamp catfish. And that's why I'm actually gonna go down here. I'm gonna start walking down this bank, and I already see a couple more holes literally right here. Look, oh my gosh, dude. This is it. Dude, there is a hole right here. This is gonna be a little sketchy, but I'm gonna stick my hand inside of it. You ready?
Yeah, go.
All right, I'm gonna see what I get. You ready? Oh my God. Oh, something swam out. Dude, I'm telling you, something swam out. It's right there. Oh my, dude. I'm telling you.
You got it? You got it?
I'm telling you. Fish going everywhere. Oh my gosh.
Oh, what?
Oh my gosh.
What is that,
Oh my
dude?
gosh.
Dude, look at this. That right there is a giant swamp catfish right there, guys. And these things make their giant holes in the ground. Then they get stuck on them, and that is exactly how I can pull them out. And look at this, guys. We'll put him in our cooler. So, guys, we're gonna take this guy all the way back to the prime pond and check him out, dude. And hopefully we could be able to finish our fish list so that we can unlock that swamp monster fishing trip. So, let's get back to the prime pond.
Oh my gosh, dude, look how big it is,
This
dude.
thing looks crazy.
Look at the whiskers. That's how you know it's a catfish. All catfish have whiskers. Here we go. Awesome. All right, guys, was that freaking giant catfish on our swamp monster fish list?
Yep, Franklin, you finally finished the last fish on your fish list.
All right, let's go, Rawwfam. And you guys know what that means. Now that we've caught all 6 or 7 fish off our swamp monster fish list, that means we could actually turn this list in for, whoa, look at that. This right here is our swamp monster fishing ticket, Rawwfam. And we're gonna be able to redeem this for a swamp monster fishing trip to the Everglades so that we could catch a giant swamp monster so that we could end today's video. But remember, Rawwfam, we still have to catch a swamp monster so that we can then cut it up to feed all of the pond monsters that actually live at the Rawwfam. But guys, the time is ticking and we only have 1 hour to pack up our stuff and actually get on the road because that fishing trip leaves with or without us. So we ran back to the Rawwfam and grabbed everything that we would need for the fishing trip. And we took the 30-minute drive all the way out to the middle of the Everglades. All right, guys, so this is my buddy Ray, and we're gonna be searching the entire Everglades right now to see if we can catch a giant swamp monster to bring back to feed my pets. And the way we're gonna do it is with this. We're gonna cast this thing as far as we can to hopefully snag one of these giant swamp monsters. So me and Ray are gonna get to casting and hopefully we catch one. So we tried multiple spots trying to cast at these giant swamp monsters. And at first it wasn't working until it did.
Oh, there he is.
Nice.
We're on.
Let's go, bro.
Oh, we're on, Rawwfam. We just hooked up.
Rawwfam, this is hopefully a big swamp monster that we can catch and bring back to feed all my pets. Hopefully he's big enough. And after fighting this super strong swamp monster, I finally got him close to the bank.
Ooh.
Oh, be
Oh.
careful. Be careful. He's right there.
Dude.
As you guys can see, he's hooked in the back, so we're bringing him backwards and he's fighting really, really hard for a small gator.
Oh, nice.
Let's go. Awesome, guys. Look at that.
Oh.
Guys, look at this. This is a wild alligator that we just caught, and that guy is freaking out. Now this, guys, is how you secure the alligator, just like that. Regardless if we're gonna keep him or not, you just gotta protect yourselves. Look at that. This right here is the giant swamp monster that we're after. This is gonna be plenty right here to actually bring back to the Rawwfam and feed all of my pets, and including me, Rawwfam, because I'm kind of hungry, so we're definitely gonna do a little bit of catch and cook with this thing. So we threw the swamp monster in the back of the truck and headed back to the Rawwfam. And now, guys, it's actually time to bring this into the Rawwfam so that we can chop this thing up to feed to all of the giant pond monsters that actually live at my house. And that's why I actually made this list, packed with some of the craziest animals that actually live at the Rawwfam, including the giant monster pond, we have Godzilla, and we even have Jaws way at the end. But Rawwfam, before we can feed any of these crazy pond monsters, we're gonna have to dig inside of this giant swamp monster to get out all of the yummy meat that my animals want. So we grabbed out our cutters and we started to go to town on this giant swamp monster, using this razor blade to actually cape out the entire giant alligator. All right, guys, and look at that. This is how you cape out a giant swamp monster. And guys, this is as traditional as it gets. My family has been doing this for generations. And guys, now that we're actually done with actually filleting this cape off, we can get all the yummy meat off of the carcass so that we can feed it to the giant pond monsters that actually live in my house. Alrighty, guys, and now that we just chopped up that giant swamp monster, we have a bunch of meat just like this that we can feed to all of the pond monsters that live in my house, starting with this one right here. We're gonna be feeding the monster pond, guys. And for those of you guys that don't know, inside of this pond right here are some monster giant catfish that would probably love to eat some giant swamp monster. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, right there. Watch out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, they're like fighting over it, dude. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Oh, they're every. Oh,
Nice.
look at this one right here, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh! These things are nuts. And guys, if I'll be completely honest, they're probably going to eat all of the meat that I actually have in just this little container. So you know what? I have a plan. If you guys look right here, we're going inside of the entire cooler right here, and we're gonna pull out a giant piece just like that. Come on, giant pond monster. I know you're hungry.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. Oh!
No way.
Oh my goodness. All right, Raw fam, that was nuts. I feel like after that, we can easily check off the monster pond as a W. So let me do that. All right, guys, monster pond check. But guys, keep on watching because guys, we still have to feed a couple more monsters before we get to feed the one, the only Jaws. All right, guys, and now we're over here at Mini Monster Lake. And as you guys can see, there's a bunch of little mini pond monsters right below us. And guys, we are gonna feed them some gator. All right, come on. Oh my gosh,
Oh my
dude.
goodness.
Look at them, dude. They're going crazy. Dude, they are loving every bit of this. Come on. Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, this is nuts. Oh my gosh. Look at the platypus. They're coming out of the water. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, they're coming out of the water. Oh! We can easily check off Mini Monster Lake as loving the giant swamp monster. All right, guys, now we got to get out of here because the next one on our list is feeding Godzilla. But will Godzilla love some giant swamp monster? Godzilla is right there, and we got to see if he wants to eat some giant swamp monster. Look at this, guys. So I'm going to grab a big old piece. Oh.
Dude, that's a big piece.
And we're gonna see if Godzilla is hungry. Come on, Godzilla. Who's a big swamp monster, dude? Oh my gosh, here he comes. Come on. Oh! Nice. Dude, let's go. Raw fam, at this point, I feel like every fish at the Raw fam is a victim to the giant swamp monsters. And I just feel like right now, they are getting their revenge on those giant monsters. And guys, we all know what's next. Guys, the animals are getting bigger and bigger. And we're gonna go over to my Asian water monitor, Shadow, to see if he wants to get some revenge the giant swamp monsters too. So, see you at Shadow's enclosure. Hi, Shadow, what's up, buddy? All right, guys, and now this is where it may get a little scary. Shadow, come here, buddy. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Awesome, buddy.
Nice.
Look at that. Right here. Get him one more. Awesome, guys. And now that we fed Shadow, let's move on to the next animal on our list. Now it'd be Jaws. All right, guys, so we're grabbing a big old piece just like this. Come on, Jaws. Come on. Come on. Oh! Oh my goodness, dude. They're fighting over it. Come on, dude. I know you want this. Come on, right here. Come on. Oh my gosh, dude. Guys, we got Jaws the bass. We got Prime the bass. We even have Lego the bass in here as well. They are loving this big old piece of swamp monster. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh, right there, dude. Come on, eat that. Eat that. Boom, Raw fam. Guys, Jaws loves it, and all of the epic monsters over here at the Raw fam love it too. So you guys know what that means. We can cross off Jaws on our fish list. But guys, as you can see, there's still a little bit of alligator inside of this little bowl. And that is for the Raw fam to eat. Guys, I'm gonna cook this up and I'm gonna rate it from a scale of 1 to 10. Let you guys know my real opinion. So we grabbed our alligator and threw it in some flour. Then we spreaded it in the pan and threw it inside the air fryer. And after 6 or 7 minutes, our alligator was done. Alrighty guys, we are trying our little gator bites just like that. Oh my gosh, Raw fam. That is amazing, dude. I'm rating this at least a 6 or 7 out of 10. Raw fam, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.